When you say Vegas, you're saying love. You're saying diamond rings and all the things that little girls dream of.
Episode 7 of Hashtag Wedding Crasher. Hey, look what I'm wearing, guys. If you come see our show, we have some pretty sweet merch you can get your hands on. Get your little mittens on this cool hat. We also have sweatshirts, t-shirts, CDs, playing cards. You can't get our CD, the hard copy of the album, yet on Amazon. I think you have to pre-order it for like January or something. But if you come see the show, you can get it now. Also, you know our album is available on iTunes, right? You should know that. You should download it and you should get it. Jason Robert Brown has a new album out. What are you doing with your life and your time? Go get the album. I'm not crazy. Okay, spelling time. Tweet me questions. Or questions for other people in the show. I would love other questions for other people in the show, especially if you can get specific. That would be super sweet. At Honeymoon Bway, at BroadwayCom, hashtag Wedding Crasher, at Brynn O'Malley, Brynn OMalley. Okay, we're done. Spelling. I've mastered it. Okay, let's do some questions for me. Broadway. At questions for Bway. Nothing personal at all in that Twitter handle. What was your first time in the city? I was in high school. It was my senior year of high school, and I went with a friend, and we went to visit a friend who was studying at NYU, and I stayed with her in her dorm. And I remember specifically getting out of the cab down in the NYU area and like almost having a panic attack because all the scary things I'd ever heard about New York were suddenly coming up, and I was thinking, the second I get out of this cab, everyone's gonna know that I'm not from here and that I am weak and scared and I will just instantly be shot in the face. That's what I thought the first time I came to New York. I later calmed down. And then I went to Times Square for the first time. I remember that, getting out of the subway for the first time and being in Times Square and being dizzy. I just had never seen anything like it, and the sounds and the lights and everything. And I remember being physically very dizzy, and it was awesome. Gloria Ho, my girl, Gloria. Loved the last vlog so much. Thank you. The JRB interview was fantastic, right? Thanks. How do you think each role you have played has changed you? Well, Gloria, I mean, it'll take me an hour to go through stuff, but I would say just generally, I think at least when I work on a part, I think if you're trying to make it real and you're trying to make it honest, you have to access the parts of you that are real that you can use in the character, and so sometimes that unearths some weird stuff. And I often find, God, being so unclear. For example, something like Amber Von Tussle in Hairspray. In my mind, I go, we're nothing alike. But then you start working on it, and you start going like, no, I actually do find weird things about me that are also in this character, and maybe they're things that I'm not very proud of. So I get to sort of exploit those traits and celebrate them and just use them up for the time that I'm doing that show. And then I like to put those character traits to bed. The ones that I'm not so proud of anymore, and I like to think that I exercise those demons every time I play one of those characters, the bad stuff, and then other characters bring out good stuff in you. I feel like playing Marie in Sunday in the Park with George, I feel like I'm a better person because of it. I feel like she gave me a lot of perspective on life. I hope that answers your question, Gloria. Thanks for all your great questions every week. Lizzie Akita, hope you can pronounce my name. Hey, I think I did a good job, Lizzie. I screwed it up. What's the most scary thing you've ever done for theater? Theater with an R-E. Minus interviewing JRB. That wasn't scary. What was scary was singing for him the first time because I had never met Jason. We had never ever met. We had just never crossed paths before. So the first time I met Jason was at, God, I don't even know. I don't know if it was my first, it might have been a callback, but I think it was my first audition for Honeymoon in Vegas, and I had to sing Anywhere But Here, which is the big ballad that Betsy has in Act 1, and I had to sing it just 4 feet from his face. It was awful. It was actually worse than singing for Stephen Sondheim, because For Stephen Sondheim, when I auditioned for Sunday in the Park with George, I got to pick what song of his that I wanted to do. So I did one that I knew really well and was super comfortable singing, and it was a very easy sing. It was a softball. So I felt like it wasn't that hard. It was like more of a thrill to sing for Sondheim. For singing for Jason was absolute, you can believe me, fucking torture. Because it's a hard song to sing, and I hadn't really figured it all out yet, and I didn't really know what I was doing with it, and it was awful. It was awful. He was sitting way too close to my face, and I was just like sweating and like hives and ugh. I think that might be the scariest. I don't know. There probably are other scary things, but that just came to mind because you mentioned Jason. All right. Ooh, okay. This guy has a fancy name. Oh, maybe it's a girl. I'm so sorry. As a Brynn, I feel really bad when I butcher this stuff because I've been called Brian my whole life. Elon? E-A-L-O-N? Oh, I'm stupid. Boudreaux. Love your last name. Very sexy. He's from Louisiana. Oh my God. That's why it's French. All right. Go-to song to belt in the shower or car. God, you know what's weird? This is why I'm answering this question. I don't have one. I don't sing around the house. I don't sing in the car, and I don't sing in the shower. Is that strange? Am I the only person in musical theater that doesn't do that? I feel like maybe I used to when I was younger, but once I started doing it for a living, it very much became like, this is the thing that I do for work, and I enjoy it at work, but I don't do it at home. I don't know why. Maybe something's really messed up inside of my heart. Maybe I'm broken. I think that's all questions. So on this week's episode, we go to the parade! The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We cover some backstage stuff with that. We have a brief little interview with Dennis Jones, our amazing choreographer for Honeymoon in Vegas, who put together the entire parade performance. We take a Twitter question for one Miss Katie Weber and her rockin' bod. And we have an interview with Rob McClure, Tony nominee Rob McClure, who plays Jack Singer in Honeymoon in Vegas, my amazing co-star. And he blew through a lot of questions. We got a lot of them done, so I think you guys are going to be happy and psyched about that. I think that is everything. Let's get to it. So we're here getting ready for the parade. We're going to load up on buses soon. Nice try. I'm going to go to this room. There he is.
There he is.
That's better.
That's better.
Look at my onesie. Would you ever know? Uh-oh.
But Rob, explain to us why you're wearing a onesie right now.
Because this is usually a quick change.
Right.
I usually have like 20 seconds to get into this wedding suit. Now I've got all morning. However, they're not going to give me separates.
Never.
So this is it. So I get zipped in and then you put a coat over. On television, you'll never know.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Turkey lurkey.
Good morning, Grady.
Turn that camera around.
And good morning, Madam.
You know what I'm thankful for?
What?
Sunglasses.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yes.
I'm very jealous.
Get a shot of your.
Look at
Good
him.
morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
Look at his costume.
Matt DiCarlo. Good morning. Wide awake. Okay, thanks. Good morning, Chan Elvis.
What's up?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, we're gonna be dressed and get on the bus.
Do I look like a balloon?
Perfect. Thank you, Rob. Not disturbing at all. So the buses can't cross town because of the parade. So we are now walking in costume to the corner so we can catch the bus on 8th Avenue.
Is it snowing?
It's definitely raining right now, even though they said there was going to be no rain. So we're excited about that. Glad we put on waterproof mascara. If there's any doubt that Broadway is the most glamorous thing in the world, there you have it. So we are on the bus, waiting to perform for the parade. Hello everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Very glamorous, but they gave us snacks. Could be worse. Could be a whole lot worse. I did a lot of changing in this very tiny bathroom and it was difficult. Hi everyone, happy parade. The cool thing about waiting to perform at the parade once you've had your rehearsal is you get to hang out with other people in other Broadway shows like Jeremy Woodard and Rush Gibb. Oh, are you on the wrong bus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Don't miss your performance, guys.
What do we got? The wrong trailer. We're on the wrong bus.
So we're gonna step in, hello, to the sideshow bus and say hello to everyone in sideshow. Hello, everyone. Hello. Broadway shows colliding just across the way. Hello, everyone. Did you guys have your rehearsal yet?
Yeah.
How did it go? Were you so super freaky?
It was so cold.
Wait, what time are you guys performing?
9:30.
Shouldn't you be in like crazy makeup and costume and stuff? Or are you doing... Oh, okay, got it. Okay, great.
Change into this, so we.
Amazing. Okay, that's great. Yeah, you guys are pros. All right. Say Happy Thanksgiving at HighBroadway.com.
Happy Thanksgiving!
When you say Vegas, you're saying yes. You're turning Broadway shows, designer clothes, and wow, babe, that's quite a dress. Only suckers go to Foxwoods, get a clue.
Bring it on, you're saying, fill my heart with beauty and art, and don't quit before I'm gone. You can see Miss Liza Minnelli, Miss Barbara Streisand, or you can just mislead me on. You're saying, deal me a flush. Hey, sorry, mister. How should I know that Strip is your sister? I cash in your chips and lay the stars above. That you're in B-E-G.
We are here with the amazing Dennis Jones, our choreographer for Honeymoon in Vegas, and also the choreographer / director of our Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade performance.
How about all that?
Now, Dennis, have
Yes.
you choreographed for the parade before?
I haven't. I helped set numbers for Legally Blonde and for Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Amazing.
So I've been, and I performed in a couple of parades too. So this is parade number 5 for me.
So you're very experienced in the parade, but it's your first time really
an
at the
old
helm.
band, yes.
And what number are we? Sorry, Carrie Tedder, I will absolutely murder you.
Very Tedder.
There's so much in that reaction.
All
So what number are we doing today on the parade?
We're doing a version of When You Say Vegas.
And by version, you mean what? Because sometimes when you do a number at the parade, you pick a number from the show and not everybody's included. But
Yes,
for
not
this one,
Honeymoon in Vegas.
Not
We've
Honeymoon in
included
Vegas.
everybody.
Because you're awesome.
So, we're
including
amazing.
the swings,
Including
right?
the swings, yes. It's
Sweet.
the whole cast will be performing in the parade today, which is great. So it's a version of the number, but that also it kind of pulls together other moments from the show.
And what sorts of things do you have to take into consideration as a choreographer / director of the parade number, other than just do the number, dance?
Well, I mean, certainly, you're doing it for camera, so
Yeah.
you kind of want to think about some sort of fun camera angles, and
awesome.
The director here was like really lovely and sort of collaborative about how we could shoot it. So we have some nice
The
shots.
sky's always
Some
blue.
nice pans, some nice. I think we got some treats for TV.
I think it's gonna be great. Congratulations,
Awesome.
Dennis.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, here he is, everyone.
What up,
The one
everybody?
and only Tony nominee,
That's so weird.
Robert McClure. What's your full name?
Birth name, Robert P. McClure is my birth name.
P.
For Paul.
Oh, good.
Not like Robert Urine McClure. That's not what they meant.
Hey, speaking of which, your dad's really good looking.
Wow. Dad, Brynn O'Malley thinks you're hot.
This is an ongoing gag where I like to remind Rob how hot his dad is, and it makes him really uncomfortable. Look at him, he's turning pink right now.
It does.
Okay, let's get to it because we got so many amazing questions for Rob McClure.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm sorry, Rob. Who do you play in Honeymoon in Vegas?
I play Jack Singer, who's a mess. He's a mess. He is a mess. Isn't he a mess?
Yeah, I guess he's a
Jack's
mess.
a mess.
Yeah.
He's very, very in
I've
love.
just never heard you lead with that.
Oh, he's a mess. Jack is such a mess. No, I mean, he's so in love, but he's terrified, and he believes it's because of this curse, but over the course of the evening, does he learn that it's got more to do with himself than his mom? Maybe, but come see and find out.
Yay! All right, great. Allison Bauza @_Bauzinga.
Bazinga!
Well done,
I
Allison.
can't do that, by the way. I faked it. I snapped down here, because I can't do this thing, so and you'd never even know the difference.
Wait, you like workshopped that?
do.
Discovered that you couldn't do it and then worked out a different way of... Do
Yeah.
you use this often
Me
in
and-
social interaction
me and-
that you felt you needed to learn how to
Well,
fake
because
it?
so many people, like Greg Hildreth and I were talking about this, how people get to button cool conversations being like, and then that happened, oh, and I can't do it, so I just snap with this hand.
You do that at the end of amazing things when you say them?
Well, when you're laying the smack down. What did Bazinga have to say?
All right, Bauzinga said, "Hi, Brynn. Question for Rob. I just liked this question. We're going to break it down.
I'm
What are
excited.
your favorite things, food, colors, celebrities, and legends, etc. Just tell us about you. So let's just do exactly what she asked.
Okay,
What's
wait,
your
break it down.
favorite food?
My favorite food is an Italian dessert my grandmother taught me how to make called strufoli.
Oh, I love those!
It's little like fried
Yeah.
honey balls with sprinkles on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
really
probably my favorite food.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
Oh God, celebrity is so big. Cause like actor you have.
Who's your
like,
celebrity crush? I like this answer.
Oh God, Evangeline Lilly from Lost.
Mm.
Sorry, Maggie.
I think she'd be alright with that
No,
one.
she's down.
What's your favorite legend?
The one with Tim Curry and Tom Cruise. See what I did there? Boom!
Oh, this is where you would need to do that.
That thing? She's learning. She's learning.
Alright, Brittany, I want to say it's Baumeister?
Sure.
Baumeister. She said, this is a great throwback to another Broadway.com vlog. At Jen Colella showed us that you ran around the theater before every show of At Chaplin Broadway. Do you have any similar pre-show antics for Honeymoon Broadway? P.S. Seeing you both in December, cannot wait. Paper Mill was amazing. Thank you, Brittany!
Thanks, Brittany. We'll see you in December. I still run the theater. It was a weird tradition. So I was doing.
Yeah, how did that start?
I was doing Chaplin out at the La Jolla Playhouse, and we had a 10 a.m. student matinee, and I was nowhere near warmed up enough to be able to do that show. So it was raining outside, and I panicked, and I started to run, essentially, and I ran in between the seats like people do in sports stadiums, just and stuck my arm out, and I touched every seat, and I would go up the aisles, and then I would get up to the top, and then I would do my vocal warm up, and I would run back down, and I felt great, and my voice warmed up, and I felt like $1,000,000. So I kept on doing it for every performance, and then I finished that show, and I did the next show, and I thought, oh, I should do that again, and it's something that just has now become a bit of a tradition and superstition. It was the most difficult when I played the Muni, which is almost 13,000 seats.
You didn't do it at the Muni.
I did. It took almost an hour before you
Were you okay?
Yeah,
after it was over?
It was so sweet. Those last 1,000 seats that they have at the Muni are the free seats, and all these people come and fill them in while I was running. And I would get to the top, and they would all clap and high five me before the show. It was the sweetest thing.
I mean, I guess I judge it for a second, but then I also go to the gym for an hour before a matinee, so I guess there
That's
really
it.
isn't any difference.
That's it. It's the same thing.
The stupid thing is that I pay to do mine, whereas you just do yours for free.
See
so
that?
I guess I'm the idiot.
See that?
Jen Sandler, at Jen Sandler. All right.
Sure.
What was it like working with the Jonas Brothers and watching them grow up?
Oh, that's a sweet question.
So you grew up in the same town, right?
We
Or you
grew
in
up
the-
right next to each other
Okay.
in Bergen County, New Jersey, and I was in a production of Oliver at the Helen Hayes Performing Arts Center in Nyack, New York, which I don't even know if it's there anymore.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But yes, and I was cast alongside a 10-year-old Joe Jonas as the Artful Dodger, who was doing his first professional performing ever. He was terrified and sweet and shy and amazing.
Super sexy.
No, not then.
Oh,
Not
okay.
then. He
Sorry.
wasn't. No, he wasn't then. But we did sort of like end up hanging out, and they were so funny, and that family was so amazingly sweet that we stayed really, really close. And then I was doing a show on Broadway called I'm Not Rappaport, and Joe was doing Baz Luhrmann's La Boheme, and Nick was doing Beauty and the Beast. All
What?
little kids. And because I was just old enough to have a car, and they were not, and we had become friends, I would pick them both up, drop them off at their shows. I would do my show, then I'd go pick them up and drive them home. And we would carpool together, and it was amazing to watch their lives go in the direction that it did, and they are still such amazing, grounded, lovely human beings. That it's been a blast to watch them become what they have become, and I'm sure they're going to come see the show at some point.
Just for kicks, if you could be any animal, which would it be and why?
A Canadian goose. So that I can annoy people and shit on everything.
He's already off book.
I don't know where that answer goes. Or a velociraptor. Because they're cool.
Rob McClure is really amazing as Jack Singer in the show. Don't interrupt me. And you should really come and see him, because he's amazing. Everything about his performance is absolutely incredible, and it is an honor to share the stage with you every night, and I love you to death.
I love you, Brynn
Thanks for
OMalley.
doing the interview, Rob.
Anytime.
Thanks, guys, for all your amazing
Bye,
questions.
friends.
Hey, you guys. So, Allie, at Broadway Baby 44 asked, question for your next vlog. Please, full caps, find out what on earth Katie Weber does to get that body! Exclamation point. Hashtag holy abs. Allie, that is a question we would all like to know. Let's go ask Katie, shall we?
Alrighty, so Katie Weber. Is it Catherine Weber? Were you born Catherine?
Catherine Margaret Hazel Weber.
That is downright prim and proper.
Yeah.
So Katie, the question was, what do you do to stay in shape, hashtag holy abs, other than dance on Broadway 8 times a week?
Oh dear. Oh my god, that makes me so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Well, what I do is I totally obsess like 75% of my life, like horrible, hard on myself. Like today I feel really fat. But for real. I totally obsess and I eat like nuts and berries and tequila. And then the other 25% of the time I'm like stuffing my face like it's my job.
Yeah.
I don't know. I work out 15 minutes a day.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I run on the treadmill for as fast as I can for 15 minutes, or I walk on like the highest incline for 15 minutes, which
So it's mostly just like a cardio thing.
is harder than running. Yeah.
But I've also noticed, just rehearsing with you, that you kind of never stop doing leg exercises and crunches.
No, like well, especially in a show like this where it's like naked time all the time. Any
All the
spare minute,
time.
I'm like,
Yeah, folks, believe it or not, she's in costume for Sapphire de la Torre now, and this is actually not her most revealing costume in the show.
No, it's not.
So come see Honeymoon in Vegas!
Come to the show.
Yay! Thank you,
Brynn
Katie!
O'Malley?
Yes, Creeper?
Do you guys want any schmackeries after the show?
No, I can't have schmackeries.
Oh,
We'll kill you, Rob. Thanks.
sorry.
Guys, I love you. You're the best. You guys send so many nice messages on Twitter, and it means a lot to me. And I'm glad that everyone's so excited about our show. And I hope you guys are buying your tickets and you're coming to see it, because the show is really, really good. I am a fan of the show. I would be a fan of the show if I wasn't in it. If I wasn't in it, I would own the album. I would already have it memorized. I would have already seen the show 6 times. Did I sell it? Come here. Buy this hat. Love you. Bye.